In class last week, we made a winter wonderland scene using construction paper and cutting out different shapes, and it looked like this, but then today we're going to decorate it with some paint. So this is my finished painted winter wonderland. I decorated my trees, I put some stars on top of them, and I put some blue dots in the sky to make it look like it's snowing. So that's what we're going to do today. And we're going to use 3 different paint colors. And first, before we start painting on our winter wonderland like I already started, we need to make our colors and mix them because we only have 3. There are more colors than just yellow, blue, and red. So I'm going to show you how to mix them. So I have a paintbrush, I have a cup of water. There's not a lot of water in there, just a little bit. That way if it spills, there's not a huge mess. And I have a paper plate. This is where I'm gonna mix my paint together. If you don't have a paper plate, you could use just a different piece of paper. It could be a construction paper or just any regular piece of paper, and then fold it in half so it's a little thicker, and that will work to mix your paint on. So I'm gonna use my paper plate, and the first color I wanna make is orange. So to make orange, I need to mix yellow and red. So I'm gonna make sure my paintbrush is clean. There's no other paint colors on it, so that means I can go ahead and dip it in my cup of yellow paint. So I'm gonna scoop out a little bit of yellow, put it down on my plate. I'm not gonna take out a lot because I don't need too much, just a little. And now my paintbrush is dirty, so I can't stick it in my red paint cup because then that whole cup of paint is going to get all mixed up. So I need to make sure before I dip my paintbrush into another color that I wash it off. I could dip it back into yellow because that's the same color, but I can't dip it into the other, so I need to wash it off. That's where the cup of water comes in handy. So I'm going to wash it off, give my paintbrush a good bath. My water turned yellow. And now there's still a little bit of paint left and lots of water. So I'm going to use some paper towel. You could also use napkins if you don't have paper towel to wipe off the rest of that paint and get it to be a little less wet. So now my paintbrush is clean again, and I can now dip it into the red. So I'm going to take my red cup, scoop out some red. I'm going to put it right next to the yellow. I took about the same amount of yellow, so I've got the same amount in each color. Now I can mix the 2 together. So I'm going to pull a little bit of red and mix it all up. Now it looks a little orange, but not too much. It still looks kind of red. So this means that I need more yellow. So I'm going to clean off my brush again because it's all dirty. I can't stick it in the yellow yet. Got to clean it off. Dry it on the paper towel. Now I can dip it in the yellow and get more yellow. I'm going to put it right next to my pile. Now it looks pretty red still. So I may have to keep going back and adding some yellow. So if yours still isn't turning too orange, you can keep going back and putting in some more yellow. I'm going to leave it for now and work on that later so I can show you the other colors. So I'm going to clean off my brush again. Now I need to make green. So I need to mix some yellow and some blue. So I've got a clean brush, take out some yellow. And now my brush is clean, so I'm going to take some blue. Then I'm gonna mix the two together. And already it's turning green. Whew, nice. Okay, so I'm gonna wipe my brush off on my plate. Clean it off in the water. Now I'm ready to make purple. Alright, so to make purple, I need some blue. And I need some red. I'm gonna make sure my brush is clean. My watercolor is super yucky now. I'm gonna take out some red and mix them together. All right, so now I've got red, blue, yellow, purple, orange, and green. So now I have all the colors. I don't have white or black, so we won't be able to do anything with white and black unless at home you already have some white and black paint, or maybe you're able to go get some white and black paint. Otherwise, that's okay. We don't need white and black unless you really want them. Then maybe you can go get some, or maybe you already have some. But for now, we're just going to use these colors. Alright, so now that I've got all the colors I want, I'm ready to paint. So I'm going to put my paint aside and I can start decorating my trees and the ground and the sky with whatever I would like. So on my trees, I liked making these dots. To make the dots, it's kind of fun. Instead of using this part of the paintbrush, you use the end of the paintbrush and kind of dot it all over. So I'm going to take some orange and then I can make some dots. Kind of looks like little ornaments or even some lights on the trees. When you want to change colors, all you got to do is wipe it off on some paper towel and go into another color. And you can paint for as long as you would like until you're happy with your finished winter wonderland. Once you're done, take a picture of it and put it on Google Classroom so I can see it. I can't wait to see what you guys come up with.